I'd always wanted to be in the media, literally enter the TV. I grew up listening to radio, and in school I would contribute to the magazines. And I mean, there was an excursion to a radio station, and I was just always like, wow, I want to be on TV. I want to do stuff in the media. I want to see my name in print, and voila, I'm here today. I'm Isabella Akinseye. I'm a media entrepreneur and educationist. Welcome to my channel. So today I decided that I'll be sharing about my journey, but also taking away key points and helping people who want to start out a career in the media. So I have 13 tips to share, but I dare say that it won't just be applicable to people who want to go into the media, but I think you can draw some lessons here and there. So let's get right in. Now, number one, you need to have a vision. Yes, somewhere in my mind, I knew I wanted to be on TV. I wanted to hear my voice on the radio. I wanted to write for magazines, newspapers. So I had a vision. Remember, it all starts in your head. Where do you see yourself in the next 1 year, 5 years, 10 years? And then you begin to ruminate on it. You begin to think about it. And that vision develops your imagination, your mind. That's where it happens. Now, after number one, you need to go to number two. And that is, you need to write it down. Like, who can go into your head? Nobody, really. So it's in your head, it's you. But now when you put it on paper or you type it out on a screen, you know what that does? It helps you to start clarifying your thought process. Like, okay, I want to be in the media, but which media? Do I want to be in local media, international media? Do I want to be a presenter? Do I want to work behind the scenes? You begin to clarify things in your head as you write things down. And you know the great thing about writing things down, you can go back to it and you can update it. You can look at how far you've come. You can make changes, and you have kind of like a guideline, a blueprint, a map of where you're going. And this takes me to number three. And you know what that is? You need to speak up. Really speak up. And why is that important? Some people are like, if I talk now, they will steal my idea, they will do this, they will do that. Like, there's really nothing new under the sun. And even if they steal it, can they do it as well as you will do it? So you see, that's why you need to speak up. Speak up because, again, it helps you refine what you've written. The more you begin to speak about it, to tell people, it begins to register in people's minds. You sow a seed. Someone will know that, okay, I have that niece, I have that sister, I have that brother, I have that uncle that is interested in the media. And you already show some seriousness by speaking about it. And, you know, you can speak it into life. As a Christian, it's important that we speak things. That's my faith. We speak things into life. So it takes root. And the more you meditate on it, you speak about it, you're a step closer into getting into that career. Now, let's move to number four. You know, all work, plenty talk, plenty imagination, and you don't put in the work, nothing. So you see, you need to put in the work. It's great to have a vivid imagination, to write a great plan down, to speak about it all the time, but you really need to roll your sleeves up. You need to put in the work. You need to find out, okay, what universities, what schools are offering things? Okay, who do I need to speak to? Are there role models I can get? Are there mentors I can get? Like, what are you doing towards actualizing that vision? You can't just sit down. Like, how else will you action that vision if you do not put in the work? If you just talk and writing, then there's nothing. Like, nobody's going to help you. And the media world is a cutthroat world. So let me move to number five. You need to skill up. What do I mean by skill up? Trainings, degrees, apprenticeship, you name it. You need to skill up. Nobody was born being on TV. Like, I've been doing this for several years, and I keep finding ways to invest in my craft. I invest in it. I spend my money. I spend my time. I spend my resources. You can get books. You can tune into master classes. You can get online training. Like, there's no excuse. If you're really serious about getting into the media, then you need your skills to be on the up. Now, let's move to number 6. you need to volunteer. That's the best way to get experience. Nobody wants to put a rookie in front of the camera. Nobody wants to just take a chance and give you, a full page as a columnist. But when you begin to volunteer, you begin to take little steps. You put your vision before the money. So forget about the money now. Remember, you've gotten some skills, but now you need to have an opportunity to express those skills, to express your dreams, to express your ambitions, to really go for it. So an opportunity comes for you to volunteer in a media organization. Don't think about it. Like, put in the work and make sure you take up volunteering opportunities. Now let's move swiftly to number 7. And I kind of touched on this in number 1, which is, or was it number 2? I kind of touched on it earlier on, which is you need to do a periodic review. You know how I said that when you write down your vision, you can go back to it and you can change it. You see, that vision of you going into the media is not meant to just remain static, as in stagnant. It doesn't change. You're supposed to update it. It's a living, breathing dream. So some things might influence your decision to maybe pursue a different area of the media that you weren't already thinking about. Maybe because you volunteered in an organization and you thought, wow, I would like to do that. So you go back to that vision you've written and you start reviewing those goals. Where do I want to be in 1 year? Where do I want to be in 5 years, in 10 years? And you do this periodic review. And you can also get feedback from people. It's so important. Like that review, okay, am I getting better? What do I need to do? Now, let's move to number 8. See, you have to put your work out there. Nobody is coming to your house. Nobody is coming to your room. Nobody is coming to your school to come and say, oh, can we meet you? Let's give you the opportunity. This is the 21st century. Like, you have to put your work out there. See what I said? Work out there. I didn't say put yourself out there. By extension, when you put your work out there, you put yourself out there. But don't put yourself before the work, because there needs to be substance. Hype can only get you so far. People will look for depth, for substance. So yes, put out your work, your best foot forward, and by extension, put out yourself so that people see that you're serious, that this vision or this dream about going into the media is not just a nice thing that is on a vision board. Now, number 9, you need to take initiative. And this is so important. Like I said, nobody is coming to hand you that media job on a platter of gold. So take the initiative. Not every media job will be advertised. So what do? You leverage your network. You let people know in your network that this is what I do. I'm an MC. I can host your event. I can host that birthday party for you. Give me a chance. I've done some volunteering work. I've done some training. I've pursued an academic degree in mass communications, in presenting, in media studies, in journalism. And now I'm taking initiative. I'm being bold. I'm being courageous. What's the worst that will happen? They'll say no. That's all. No does not kill anybody. So it's better you take initiative and collect a no, and then regroup and come back again. And maybe the next time they'll say yes. And this takes me to what? Number 10. And what's on my number 10? You need to join relevant communities. Again, the media space, in my experience here in Nigeria, is quite small. So some of you might know me as a writer. I've written for magazines, for newspapers, for blogs, for websites. I publish, Nolly Silver Screen, which is an entertainment website focused on Nollywood. And I know when I'm looking for writers, the first thing I do is to ask other writers and say, oh, do you have anybody you can recommend? And it's the same thing with a lot of aspects of the media, TV presenting, radio presenting. You really need to join relevant communities, places where you can be seen, you can be discovered. So there might be Facebook groups, there might be virtual hangouts, there might be societies, there might be associations that you can join, relevant ones to the media industry. And that way you're one step closer to having that media career of your dreams. Now, number 11, stay level-headed. Don't let it get to your head. Okay, you landed this big media big. You're the reigning person now. Everybody wants your autograph and everything. Trust me, it lasts for a while, but you know what? That smoke, you know when people are getting married and they do that first dance and the smoke comes out, it looks so beautiful. But as the song ends, poof, the smoke has disappeared. And for some people, that's how it is for their media career, because they let it get to their head. Don't get ahead of yourself. At the same time, if you've made mistakes, you failed, don't beat yourself up. Don't stay on the ground for too long. Take your lessons, learn, improve, and move on. Stay what? Level-headed. Now, number 12, you really need to enjoy the journey. Look, I've been doing media for quite a number of years, over 10 years. When I look at my writing, my presenting, my content creation, PR, like I've had a wide and varied career, and media is not as glamorous as it looks. There's a lot of hard work. Even doing this video, you'll be surprised the amount of hours that have gone in to see this video. You might just think, what is she doing? It looks so easy. No, my friend. So there's no point in making all these sacrifices if at the end of the day, you're not enjoying yourself. Like a lot of us, the reason why we're in the media is not for the money, it's not for the fame. It's because we love what we do. At least I'm speaking for myself. And then I go to my last point, number 13. Pay it forward. Pay it forward for the next person. You know, sometimes it just means you opening your mouth and recommending somebody. I'm not saying recommend somebody that doesn't qualify. I'm saying pay it forward. It means there's somebody behind you. One time you were that person behind someone. Someone spoke up on your behalf. Someone made a call. Someone sent an email. Someone stood in the gap for you. Someone recommended you. Now that you're in a position, and sometimes you might not be there. You don't need to be any oga at the top or madam at the top to pay it forward. It might just be you in your community, in your sphere of influence, saying, you know what, I know somebody that can do it. I've seen her work. I've seen his work. And I think if you give them a chance, they will do a great job. It's not always about years and years of experience. And I know I have to say a big, big thank you to so many people out there who have spoken for me, who have recommended me, who have taken a chance on me. Thank you so much. If I start mentioning names, we'll be here till thy kingdom come. So that's where we have to end things. I mean, I promised you 13 tips. I hope you found them useful. And it's not just for the media. I feel like for your careers, if you can take some of the tips here, you go one step closer. And really, this is our channel. Like I say, I'll be giving you different content about my career as a media entrepreneur, as an educationist. But what I want you to do right now is, if you really enjoyed this video, please thumbs up, like the video. If you've not subscribed to my channel, go ahead and subscribe. There are videos, we have playlists, and then you can follow me across my social media handles at Akinseye on Twitter, Isabella Akinseye, my name, on Facebook, Instagram, and you can also find me on LinkedIn. So till next time, let me know in the comment section what you want, and who knows, maybe your suggestion might be the topic for my next vlog. So till then, see you. Bye-bye.